Hello and welcome to MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. Still with me from the afternoon. Haven't fallen asleep after that previous game. Lisa and Joy. Hello. It was kind of slow, wasn't it? Not towards the end. Towards the end, they managed to get a few.
Speed it up a bit. Rishabh Pant actually managed to hit a few out of the ground, but yeah, it wasn't
a real action-packed game we would have liked on a Saturday evening.
No, you would have expected a better performance from Delhi Capitals chasing, but they lost too many wickets up the top. So then they just put the foot on the brake and just ensured that they got across the line.
Yeah, and they got across the line with 5 wickets to spare. Plenty deliveries to spare, of course, because they were not chasing a very big score. But the fact is that they hit that 6 of the last ball, and it actually, there's something to do with that net run rate if you hit a 6 after the points are tied. What happened? Don't ask me the math of it. We'll just show you the result of it. I don't know the process. Let's show you the points table. There it is. So Delhi with 18 points have done their net run rate a bit of a favor, but with what they've done to it, it's not going to matter. Really, it's not going to matter because they actually had to take it above Chennai's. And if they haven't, well, tomorrow, if Mumbai wins against KKR, that means Delhi gets pushed down to 3. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's now in Mumbai's hands. It's not in their hands anymore.
Yeah, it's actually in KKR's hands.
It's in KKR's hands.
Yeah. Come on, Joy.
That's a nice way of looking at it. Yes, it is.
So listen, you're a Kolkata person in Delhi. So come on, now your Delhi side wants your Calcutta side to do you a favor.
Complicated, but yeah, works for me. Yeah. Of course, if they did too much of a favor and these guys get knocked out, Hyderabad lose today, they do themselves a favor as well.
Let's bring that points table back up again because there's something interesting there, which is that if Sunrisers Hyderabad, who are playing Bangalore right now, if they don't win, right, they stay at 12 points. And if KKR wins tomorrow, if they win tomorrow, they go to 14, right, and go through. If they lose tomorrow, then they're at 12, and Hyderabad will qualify at 12 because of the net run rate. And
absolutely.
That's what happens. First time?
Yeah, it's the first time. It's the first time. If all 3, basically, one of them has already lost. Rajasthan has lost, they're out of it. Yeah. So basically now it leaves these 2, Hyderabad and Kolkata, the only 2 guys who can qualify.
Yeah. Punjab, even if they beat Chennai, even if they beat Chennai at 12 points, it doesn't matter because Hyderabad's got a positive
much better run rate.
Yeah.
Punjab cannot make up the run rate. So basically, in this scenario, Hyderabad could go through easily.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? You win less than half of your matches, and you still qualify.
6 out of 14, yeah.
Yeah.
And in the top 4, yeah.
And that requires an insane combination of the correct team beating the correct team many times over.
Also, what it requires is basically for 2-3 teams to get 9-win, 10-win seasons.
Yeah.
So you have 8-win seasons, 7 will never qualify.
Yeah.
But if 3 teams, see, when is this circumstance going to happen? When Mumbai win the last match, which means 3 teams would have won 9 matches.
Yeah.
So normally what happens is one team might have got 10 or something, but generally
then there's a traffic jam.
8. 3 9s basically gives the 6 a chance.
Yeah, it does. And actually that 6 is not a 6 because there will be people with them on 12, but because their net run rate is plus 0.6.
Extra win, like you've been saying.
Extra win, like I've been saying. Nobody listens to me. The problem is when you got a pretty face, nobody listens to what you have to say. But, importantly, if Hyderabad wins today, forget the 12-point scenario. If they win today, if they can beat RCB at home in Chinnaswamy, right, with actually RCB chasing, so that's their strong suit. They're playing a last game. They clearly said Virat Kohli at the toss that we're doing it for the fans. It's gone right so far for RCB because Virat Kohli won a toss.
Absolutely.
Wow. Let's just check what the full moon is, what the tides are for him to win a toss. Because Virat Kohli has won. This is Lisa's 4th toss, I think you mentioned, in the season.
Or even Kane Williamson was like, both teams were preparing to lose.
Yeah.
Lose the toss and, okay, well, we're going to have to, bat first. That's what they were both thinking. So they're lucky. RCB, Virat Kohli, that he came across Kane Williamson is just as bad.
Yeah, and they like chasing. This is a ground where chasing actually is quite amazing.
Yeah, this is a ground you can chase on any time. And
anything.
Anytime and anything, but it's also a ground in which you could put up a 220, 230, and you could put up a really intimidating score because the ground is a small ground. And remember one thing, whatever the ground is, if somebody has put 200 on the table, 210 on the table, you are under pressure.
Yeah, but I mean, you still think, and you see how this tournament has gone and how previous matches these have happened in Bangalore. Even 200 doesn't seem intimidating.
No, it doesn't, simply because of the dew factor always, and then the smaller size boundary. Then you've got to also consider and think about the bowling options that they have for each of the teams. It's not the strongest bowling contingency there. So there is times that each side will exploit the other team's weaknesses, and we'll see balls flying left, right and centre, I think, especially if your key batsmen in both sides.
Exactly, that's the thing. I feel that if 2 and 3, if Virat and AB don't do it, the rest have shuffled that pack so often that nobody has any confidence.
Yeah, and you'll see that RCB has done a fair bit of shuffling today as well. But before that, I just want to say that Lisa, of course, sitting on the MPL Super Couch. Well done. Cut to, there you go.
Where's the no drum roll, no nothing.
I'll do the drum roll.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't cut to me when I'm doing it. We don't want to show how low budget we are. All right, so she's got the MPL Super Couch. Who's our MPL hero of the match? Pretty easy peasy there. Ishant Sharma got those 3 wickets up front, and after that, Rajasthan Royals just went for a little cartwheel, didn't they? So therefore, he's our MPL hero of the match. Gave some runs away towards the end, but it's not about that. It's about the job that he did in the beginning, getting those 3 wickets, right? That was quite sort of the sucker punch on the Royals batting.
Especially given that the Royals bat very, very, they've thin batting order, 5, 6. If Stuart Binney is coming in at 6 for you, and Shreyas Gopal came in at 5 today, you've got to ask yourself how long that batting order is. And therefore, moment you knocked off Rahane and Livingston, that batting order looked very distinct. So that's why that was probably the killer blow of the match. And the strange thing is it happened within the first 5 overs. So after that, you had another 35 overs to look forward to.
After that, it was just the formalities that were being completed in a rather gentle manner.
Languid is the word I'd use.
Languid.
Languid stroll down the countryside.
Yeah, for 3 hours. 3 hard, long hours. All right, who's our super team hero? Let's see who did well on our leaderboard. Come on, let's put it up. Our super team hero on MPL is Hemant Kumar Venkateshappa with 339.75 points. I want to see a visiting card, man.
No. In the examination, they give him 5 minutes extra to write his name.
Just write his name.
Yeah, because I was named Joy Bhattacharya. Joy, normally Bengalis have Joy Deep, Joy Bruto, Joy Into something. They said with Bhattacharya to write after that, if we give it, he'll never complete his examination.
Yeah, and think about Lakshman Sivaramakrishnan then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
No. Varnakula Surya Patabindege Ushanta Joseph Chavindawaz. That's his full name.
Say it again.
Varnakula Surya Patabindege Ushanta Joseph Chavindawaz.
Say it again, and our day will be over.
You're not just saving time in it.
So if you could just say it twice, I'm just going to Ajit Gadi Nikalo because that's all we have time for. Okay, let's have a look at our teams now. We'll have a look at who are we looking at first. Sunrisers Hyderabad. All right, let's have a look at them. They are going to be batting first. They've made the one change. Your favourite, the big match player Yusuf Pathan comes in for the greenhorn Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah. Just look, this man's won 4 trophies. He's won 4 IPL titles. Very few, he's won 3 IPL titles. Very few guys have won as much.
1 with Royals, 2 with KKR.
2 with KKR. He knows what it is to sit in there, do what needs to be done. The interesting thing about him is big game player.
Yeah.
And in a match like this, you want to have guys who've seen these situations before, crunch situations. If you go back to 2014, there was a very crucial match for first and second place. Basically, if KKR had not won that match, they couldn't have come to second place and therefore, play the qualifiers.
Against Sunrisers, I think.
Against Sunrisers. And he hammered some 80-odd and 20-odd balls. And that's the thing about him. He's rested, he's relaxed, he knows what needs to be done. Maybe he'll come up, maybe he won't. But the odds are that even the opposition will be far more scared of him than they would be if, say, even Abhishek Sharma was playing under these.
There's 2 problems, Lisa, for SRH for their batting. Kane Williamson and Vijay Shankar. 2 people they could possibly depend on who are not getting them the runs.
Yeah, it is a concern that their captain, Kane Williamson, hasn't scored a run. Vijay Shankar, I think he had a couple of innings at the start and then has kind of fallen off a little bit at the back end. So 2 main players within their top 5 that needs to fire. You'd like to think again, especially from Kane Williamson's point of view, international experience, played in difficult situations. Surely he's kind of unlocked what he needs to do. As for Vijay Shankar, just selected into the World Cup side, all eyes are on him. So there's extra pressure as well, not just this match, but on him as a cricketer around the questions of why is he in that World Cup squad. So he's got to put them aside and try and remember the happy times when he got the runs for India to get himself into that team and finish it off for the Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yeah, look at their batting lineup. We'll just pull the team up again. Just look how deep they bat, huh?
Yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
guys like-
Rashid coming at 8, you've got Bhuvi coming at 9. Now, Bhuvi's got some international runs behind him, right?
Bhuvi was in an under 19 days a bona fide all-rounder.
Yeah.
He can bat. I mean, he can definitely
I
bat.
think my only, when I see this, my only problem is, Lisa, looking at it and going, oh my God, what's my batting order?
Yeah, and I think it'll be flexible, won't it?
It'll be flexible, yeah.
It'll be, so 1, 2, 3, a 4, Manish Pandey, and even Kane Williamson might drop down to 4 depending on how
I see
big it
Pandey batting
starts.
at 3. Because see, Williamson is what I say, international player, more experienced player. I think mentally for him to make the adjustment to 4 will not be a problem. Whereas Manish Pandey, he's finally got runs at 3. They're not going to move him from there.
Yeah.
He's going to bat at 3. The Williamson will happily move back to 4. And see, that's the performance he's at. They're not going to interfere with this guy right now. In the form he is in, they're going to say, do whatever you're doing, just do it right.
Wow, that drop was a good shock for him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A little jolt to the system.
Sometimes just a kick up the backside is what you need.
Yeah, when all the subtlety fails, no son, have a good time, and, get out. Okay, sir, I'll play this time.
Boy, he's really, really turned it around. I mean, this really is a case of 2 tournaments for him. One before he was benched and one after he's come back. And of course, as Joy said, you just don't give him a boundary as his first scoring shot.
Yeah.
Right? You give him a boundary as the first scoring shot and he's going to get the runs. All right, let's have a look at the RCB 11 as well. There's been 3 changes there, right down the centre. Hetmeyer, who's come in for Klaasen. De Grandome, who's coming from Marcus Stoinis, who's left, and Sundar, who comes in for Negi. I thought it was Negi who came in for Sundar.
No, I think, that's what. I think Negi played the last game. Sundar's playing this game.
Yeah, so I think Virat got it the other way around at the toss.
Yeah,
because Virat said Negi's coming in for Sundar.
So
but it's Sundar coming in for Negi.
It's a bit strange because they don't have too many left-handers though. I mean, it's not as if the team is full of left-handers that you're going to bowl. Guptill is right-handed, Riddhiman Shah is right-handed, this one's right-handed, Manish Pandey is right-handed. So there must be something they're seeing there that we are not seeing.
There's nobody who's left-handed there.
Yeah, that first 7.
The first 9.
Yeah.
There's nobody left-handed in that.
Maybe there's an option for him from a batting perspective as well.
Yeah.
But Pawan Negi is not a bad bat as well. But yeah, Sundar is a better bat than this thing.
Come back now to RCB. Come on, let's bring their squad back again. Let's have a look at their bowling, because that's what they're going to be doing first. Umesh, Navdeep, Kulwant, Kejrolia. You've got those as your pace options. You've got a little bit of help from De Grandhomme, if the surface offers some assistance. And then you've got the spin in terms of Washington and Chahal.
I'm just thinking Shimron Hetmeyer must be thanking his lucky stars that RCB are out of the equation. All the majority of internationals are gone. So he gets another opportunity because he has unfortunately looked woeful at the start of the IPL. And they gave him some key roles, I think number 4 or 5.
I think 4 games they played. He played in 4 games and he played I think he opened in 1 game. He was playing pretty much in the top 4 right throughout. And being billed very highly while coming in. There's 2 players. Nicholas Pooran and Shimron Hetmeyer, who
fiercely bid in the auction.
But Pooran came good actually. Pooran's the limited chances that he got, he did reasonably well. Hetmeyer, you're right, I think that's the word. He's been woeful. He's got to shake that up today.
Well, he's got a great opportunity to kind of repay the faith and ensure that he gets another contract next year.
Next year.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because it's an expensive one and they could just opt not to retain him, and then, even if he goes back, he might not be bought back at the same price.
So let's see what he's learnt sitting off and training and getting used to the conditions here in India, and see if he can turn it around.
From what I've seen of him in international cricket, he's going to swing the bat.
He's going to play one way, isn't it?
He's going to play one way, right? If that car comes out of the garage, if it does, it's only driving at 100 miles per hour. It's not sort of going through slowly. It's not going to do that. But of course, interestingly, in the lead up to this match, Gary Kirsten has said that there's going to be some structural changes that we've been talking about for a while that may happen. This is my first year as head coach, so I've got a better understanding of what those are. We'll certainly discuss with our owners and look into that for the next year. Talk about being the Riddler, Gaza.
Well, it sends a shockwave through the rest of the coaching network and the support staff within RCB. They're probably looking around going...
No, but I don't know, because there's not that many. There's Gary and Ashish, who are the 2 sort of the coaches in charge. So there's not much there in terms of they don't have a big support staff that way.
Maybe they need to get more. Maybe that's it.
No,
but do you think the structural change they're talking about is something bigger? Does it have something to do with Virat Kohli? No?
Virat Kohli is
Maybe
like...
Virat has said, one sec, man, I captain 10 months a year. It's pretty stressful. Let me just have some fun here.
I actually think this year would have been perfect for him to just say,
not captain, yeah.
You know, I want to focus on the World Cup. I want to be fresh going in. What people don't understand when you're captain is you firstly look overseeing the rest of the squad. You're making sure you get the best out of everyone. You've got team meetings, selection meetings, probably owner meetings, media commitments, post-match everything. You're constantly being put in the limelight. It's actually really draining. So I would have liked to have seen him at the start of the tournament, not halfway through, at the start. Just, you know what, I'm going to sit back, enjoy this IPL. But maybe he needs to look at that if he wants to keep being competitive at an international level. Something's got to give.
Yeah, there's a problem though. Who else can be their captain? We'll try to pull their squad up right now.
Because only
AB has clearly said that he doesn't want to be captain.
That's it. That's their problem. That other than AB, there's no other choice that jumps out.
Exactly, and that's the thing. The rest of it is...
Maybe they need to buy smart.
Yeah, that's the issue. We're pulling up the squad for you so you can see all through it. And we discussed this once before as well. There you go. You look down at the entire thing and you're going, okay, hang on. If not him, then who?
The crazy thing about it is, if you actually look really...
There's no Moeen Ali here because he had left, and no Marcus Stoinis, but let's add them in the mix.
Yeah, and look deeply at the squad. The one thing you'll also realize is the only other guy who's an automatic pick other than AB and AB and Virat is Yaduvendra Chahal. Chahal is the only guy who...
Or Parthiv. He's been picked this season.
Parthiv this year maybe, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing. The rest of them, they are not guaranteed picks in the first 11.
Yeah. See, it's a strange one. But the other thing is that, look...
You have to buy a captain then.
They could.
But the captain they buy will be an international player, and they anyway have a problem of fitting their international players into this team because they have quite a formidable lineup of international players. So that list was missing Dale Steyn, Moeen Ali, Marcus Stoinis.
Yeah.
And it still had Hetmeyer, Klaassen, AB de Villiers, Saudi, de Grandhomme. Yeah. So it's got a few. So if you buy another international captain who becomes your forced choice in the 11, then okay. I think they have to make structural changes.
Yeah. There's headaches there.
Yeah.
But also, look, I have a very honest thing. You cannot, whatever you say in the IPL, you get the guys for, if you're lucky, 10 days before the tournament. And that's it. The day the tournament's over, they're all getting onto a flight. They're scrambling to get onto the flight the same night.
Yeah.
So when you talk about, what I've always said is Gary Kirsten is a great coach for a country where he gets teams 8 months, 9 months, 10 months a year, gently introduces them to his culture, how it happens. Where are you going to get that in the IPL?
Yeah.
IPL is about managing talent, not about creating talent. You cannot create talent in 10 days. You cannot, you can't have 4 net sessions and tell someone you can refine a game, you can fine tune something. You can't make a guy a player.
You're so right about Gary because and about how he nurtures, because AB de Villiers told me an amazing story about how when he informed him about captaincy of South Africa, what exactly he did. And I really want to tell you the story, but it's going to be on my show, so I'm going to save it. It's going to leave a little.
Nicely played.
Yes. No spoilers. No spoilers,
all right.
Lisa.
So where do we go?
No spoilers.
Where do we go to?
I'll tell you.
All right.
I'll tell you. It's a good story. All right, well, it's not been a good story for RCB. It's not even been a good story for SRH, actually, this season. And where has it gone wrong for them? And especially away from home. It's just, normally also away from home, they weren't spectacular. But at home, they used to be just spectacular, so then they'd be fine. Where has it gone wrong for them this time?
2 things. I think their bowling has not been
as penetrative as last year, for sure.
As last year, definitely. See, what they're missing now is really their 4th and 5th bowlers. Rashid is still doing it for you. Bhuvi is actually better than he was last year, thanks to injury and all that. But Sandeep Sharma, Siddharth Kaul, none of those guys are giving them anything this year. And last year what happened is when Bhuvi was very good in the beginning, because they had to pay him respect, you'd see wickets falling at the other end. Because they said, we're going to take our chances against the other guy. Siddharth Kaul was excellent last year. Sandeep Sharma was excellent last year. Those guys have dropped off. And that's been a big change for them. It's been a big, big problem for them.
See, Sandeep Sharma has probably been fairly economical apart from a couple of blowout games. But he hasn't picked up the wickets. Siddharth Kaur has only played a handful of games, but he picked up 17 wickets last season. So that's a big difference. And for the first time, really, we've seen Rashid Khan go
Once in
for
a while,
some runs
yeah.
twice. I think twice.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Guys looking to go after him.
Correct, and that never happens. Either he's none for 20 odd off his 4, or he's 1 or 2 for 25.
So he's taken lesser wickets. He's still not gone for. I mean, he's gone for more runs than we're used to from Rashid. And when you take wickets, you're anyway choking up the runs. I still think he's under 7 for the tournament.
No, he is.
But the wickets are far lesser.
Wickets are far lesser. They're playing him out also. Also, what happens is any bowler like him, what is he? Very quick action, very quick arm action, comes in, tough to get used to. Similar to, say, a Malinga or a Sunil Narayan at the start. But guys do get used to them after a while. So that's the point, that the effectiveness will taper off.
Yeah, he got 21 wickets last season. This year, he's given runs at 6.22. Through the 13 games. He's got 14 wickets. I can't believe we're still sitting here. That's the expectation from Rashid, right?
Yes.
Where you're going, this has not been a great season for Rashid.
It's been pretty average.
Yeah. By his own astronomically high standards, it really has been. All right, we've got some astronomically high standards from you as well when you play MPL Super Team. We like getting those 400s. Come on, give me 400. I'll control myself. It is in Bangalore, right? So you pick that game, you make your super team, join the contest, and get on the leaderboard. Get on the leaderboard on MPL Super Team, yeah? All right.
What is that accent?
I don't know. It's North UK somewhere.
No.
It's like, tell them that they can take our land, but they will never take our freedom.
Okay, yep.
That's my Braveheart impression.
Yeah, I've got it. Yep, got that one. The other one was shocking.
I shouldn't, yeah.
No, that's like Shoaib Akhtar.
I'm not using it on St. Patrick's Day.
He flew over Ireland in a plane on a flight to the US and got an accent. Just flew over.
He's adorable. I love Shebby. He did once say, though, on him, when someone asked him, how do you bowl so fast? He says, I just runs fast and I bowls fast. He has said this once. Shoaib knows. I'm going to send him this link. And probably get him to send a video to us of him. He's not going to do it. We'll try. All right. Should we take another MPL Supercouch prediction? Should we take it? Of course we should take it. It's Chinnaswamy. It's high altitude. The ball flies into the parking lot. SRH is batting first.
I'm
what you gonna say?
What you gonna say? 181.
That's low balling it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why not? Since you're saying she's low balling it, 193.
What's wrong with you amateurs? Come on. 200 plus. It's got to be 200 plus.
So you're going for?
I'm going for 200 plus.
Yes.
Way plus.
Okay, go.
So what is the plus?
209.
Well done, sir. He actually got to a number.
219.
No.
Oh, wait, 219 I'm going to say.
No, 209.
It's going to be 219.
209.
209? All right, 209.
209, and we'll see him sitting on the couch.
You're saying 193?
Yeah.
You're saying
81.
You want to change it?
No.
Come on. No, okay, all right. I think it's going to be a run fest. I really think it's going to be a run fest. All right, we're going to see you at the end of the 10th over on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Combox. Just try it. Lisa, how should I say it? Say it at the end of the 10th over Cricbuzz Combox. Come on, you can do the accent.
No, it's just all you.
Come on.
All you, man.
I'll do the Aussie one before we go. G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. How's it going? How's it going?
How's it going? G'day,
Australia.
mate.
Australia.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah.
Australia. Aussie.
That's it. Nailed it.
Oi. All right, we'll see you later. Boy.